In my book, Multilingual Neuropoetry, I provide further instruction on how you can create your own neuropoetry. I have a chapter on basic neuroscience and on poetry in different poem forms. And I also do outline ways in which poets, neuroscientists, and teachers of poetry, neuroscience, and languages can make the best use of this book to help them understand how they can best approach the idea of neuropoetry in the most practical way.
So this is the first that I've actually heard of multilingual neuropoetry. Do you have to have scientific knowledge to make a poem like this, or do you think there is a neuropoet in all of us?
Yes, I believe there's a poet and a scientist in each and every one of us. So there is no knowledge needed for you to create any type of poetry, because any poetry is neuropoetry. But in this book, I point out a way in which you can specifically create a poem on the brain and mind specifically.
And can you give us an example, please?
One poem I'm going to read out is a poem that is a very brain-specific poem, because it is on the structure or aspect of the brain that helps you with many different cognitive processes. And as I mentioned, each poem is a neuropoetic riddle. The answer I can reveal to you after each reading. If you like, feel free to guess the answer as well.
I love that. I love that it's a riddle as well. It really makes you think.
Yes, so I try to make each poem very interactive.